It's part of the genius of the game, or the idiocy of the game. James says, which of these records do you think is least likely to be broken? Sachin's 15,921 runs, Muraley's 800 wickets, or Booney's 52 cans between Sydney and London? Well, I mean, James, I fundamentally don't think that David Boone ever drank 52 beers. I think it's absolute nonsense. I've never trusted any men who claim to know how much alcohol they've drunk. They're always going to be talking out their ass in that situation. And you're telling me that the flight hostesses were counting how many beers that David Boone specifically was drinking? Have you met flight attendants? It's not. Also, the amount of liquid that he would have drunk, he would have been on the toilet like most of that time. Just don't believe it at all. Plus, he would have slept anyway. Um, Also, if you go back to the records he broke, they kept changing those numbers anyway. The whole thing is just utter stupidity. Um, so Sachin's 15,921 runs and Muraley's 800 test wickets. I mean, for those two records to get broken, what needs to happen is that Test cricket probably needs to become a specialist sport, needs to be protected and going ahead. So, as we're currently going towards, I don't see that happening. And so, I would say that both of those records are pretty unlikely to be broken just because I don't think anyone would have that kind of longevity. Having said that, how many more years does Joe Root need to break the Muraley record? Suggests that, sorry, the Muraley record. Now he's a spinner again. The Sachin record suggests that I suppose there is a chance that Joe Root can do it in this generation, whereas I don't see a bowler who's going to go past Muraley in this generation. So from that point, I would say that the Sachin record is more likely to be broken.